One of the vocalists in our band is Steve Stevens, and he has a very interesting story, and we're going to ask him to take a moment and share a little bit about his journey, and he will do that at this time before our next song, which our next song is called Born Again. He's going to share his Born Again experience, so take a listen to what Steve has to say.
You know, I was 40 years old before I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And I had lived a life that wouldn't have been pleasing to anybody here. I had a very short temper, had a violent personality. I hurt a lot of people. And I thought that there was no way that I was good enough. You know? I hurt a lot of people standing right over there. So, and I thought that God would never take me the way I was, but He will. He'll take us exactly the way we are, no matter what we've done. And when that day comes and you finally surrender and give in, that's what this song is about. It's about being born again.
Searching all these years, and the man that I saw, it wasn't at all who I thought he'd be. I was lost when you found me here, and I was broken beyond repair. And then you came along, and you sang your song over me. Something that was more than what I had yesterday.